Beauty and Grudge. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived an ugly troll named Grudge. He was a creature unlike any other, with green skin, bulging eyes, and a crooked nose. Grudge lived under a bridge that spanned a fast flowing river, and he spent his days scaring people and demanding tolls from anyone who dared to cross his bridge. Grudge was not a happy troll. He was lonely and he longed for someone to talk to, someone who would see past his ugliness and appreciate him for who he was. But whenever he tried to make friends, people would scream and run away, terrified of his appearance. One day, a young princess named Sophia was traveling through the land on her way to visit her grandmother, who lived on the other side of the river. When she reached the bridge, Grudge appeared before her, his eyes glinting with malice. "Who goes there?" he growled. "And what toll will you pay to cross my bridge?" Sophia was not afraid. She was a brave and kind hearted princess, and she saw the sadness in Grudge's eyes. She approached him and said, "Good Sir Troll, I have no toll to pay, but I do have something that might interest you." Grudge was skeptical, but he was also curious. He had never had anyone offer him anything before. Sophia reached into her basket and pulled out a loaf of freshly baked bread. She held it out to Grudge and said, "This bread is made with love and kindness. Would you like to try it?" Grudge hesitated for a moment before cautiously taking the bread from Sophia's outstretched hand. He sniffed it, then took a small bite. His eyes widened in surprise as the taste exploded in his mouth. He had never tasted anything so delicious before. Sophia smiled at Grudge and said, "I am glad you like it. Would you like to share the rest with me?" Grudge couldn't believe his ears. No one had ever offered to share anything with him before. He nodded eagerly, and the two of them sat down on the grassy bank beside the bridge and shared the loaf of bread. As they ate, Sophia talked to Grudge and listened to his stories. She learned that he was not a mean troll by nature, but he had become bitter and angry because of the way people treated him. Sophia saw past Grudge's ugliness and recognized the goodness with him. From that day on, Sophia visited Grudge every time she traveled through the land. She brought him gifts of food, books, and other small things that she thought he might enjoy. Grudge looked forward to her visits, and he began to change. He smiled more, his eyes sparkled with newfound happiness, and he started to see the world in a different light. Eventually, word of Sophia's kindness spread throughout the land, and people began to see Grudge in a new way. They stopped being afraid of him and started treating him with respect and kindness. Grudge was amazed at the transformation and grateful to Sophia for showing him that there was goodness in the world. Years passed, and Sophia grew old. One day, when she was on her deathbed, Grudge appeared before her. He was no longer an ugly troll, but a handsome prince transformed by Sophia's love and kindness. Sophia smiled weakly at him and said, "My dear Grudge, you have become a prince. You were always royalty in my eyes, but Now the world sees it too. Grug took her hand and said, "Thank you, Sophia. I owe everything to you. You showed me that kindness and love can transform even the ugliest of creatures." Sophia smiled again and said, "I am proud of you, my dear Grug. You have become a true prince, not because of your looks or your title, but because of your heart." Sophia passed away that day, but Grug never forgot the lessons she had taught him. He ruled his kingdom with kindness and compassion, and he made sure that no one was ever treated unfairly because of their appearance. He became known throughout the land as the kind prince, and people would travel from far and wide to seek his counsel and hear his stories. And so Grug lived the rest of his days as a happy and kind prince, spreading love and kindness wherever he went. He knew that he owed everything to the kindness of one brave princess who had seen past his ugliness and recognized the goodness within him. So friends, if you find value in this video, please do like, share and subscribe so that I can create more videos like this for you all. Thanks for watching.